We have been very sad over here, but I am adding a drink wish list item that I've had on my wish list forever to the dining room. So this is at least bringing me a little joy.
I don't know what I'm meant to feel anymore. I take it out on my girls and I smash that door. I fucked around with myself and I let you know that if you're up there watching, start the show. Say it's over, my friend. How long until the end? 'Cause I'm past the point where I can amend. I don't love myself, but I can pretend. Repeated cycles in my head bringing me down, and I've been itching at the back of my head, the crown. And fire and wind are inside my head, it's one of the two.
Hello you guys. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for all the love on the last video. We were obviously knowing that it was coming, you know, but we had Yogi for so long. Losing him was really, really hard, but I think that the anticipatory grief was a lot harder, you know, like watching him decline, really kind of having to make the decision of when was something that I've never had to experience before. We got him when I was 23 years old, so we were just little babies ourselves. And he was a really hard, challenging dog. He had a lot of separation anxiety. He was just like a tut. He was just, but he, needless to say, he loved us probably more than any dog will ever love us in our life. So I think that it's hard. The house is definitely different. Like, me and Chris have never really lived together on our own without him. He was there when we brought home our kids. He helped me foster a bunch of cleft dogs. If you guys don't know, before I had kids, I used to rescue cleft palate puppies. This is my first. So Tut was born with a cleft palate, which means there's a hole in the roof of his mouth all the way down. So he has a hard and a soft cleft palate. I'll try to insert a photo of what I'm talking about if it lets me. But we tube fed him for every 4 hours for the first like 6 weeks of his life until he was able to eat and we were able to teach him how to drink and all of that stuff. So Yogi was there, you know, helping me. Do you want to get down? And it has just been really like different, you know, like if anybody has ever lost a pet, they are going to understand. But anyways, I have a package that I wanted to open up with you guys, and I wanted to open it up with you guys because we are going to be starting my next project. And this project has been long overdue, and that is to do Zion's room. So I ordered some wallpaper samples. I am working with a company called Sandberg Wallpaper. I also worked with them when I did Willow's Closet, and I love their wallpaper so much. Like, I am obsessed with them. So I thought I would open it up and kind of go over the samples with you guys. Okay, I know we said we were doing my son's room, but okay, how good is this wallpaper? Can we just kind of picture it in this dining area? I mean, next to the chairs, I really love this wallpaper. I think it actually goes so good with all of this stuff here. As you saw in the beginning of the video, I ended up getting these new 6-penny chairs. One of my friends who, if you don't follow her on Instagram, you totally should. If you love my style, you're absolutely gonna love her style as well. It's just cozy on Clayton. But she ended up getting new chairs, so she gave me these chairs, and I love so much. I'm just hoping that my kids do not destroy them. But saw this wallpaper and immediately fell in love. I would absolutely love to wallpaper in here somewhere, but I just don't know if that would be too much because we plan to do stone on the backsplash of our kitchen, but this might be a really good contender. And after we look at all of these wallpapers, I wanted to take you guys upstairs and kind of put them on my son's room so that you can see them with me since I'm bringing you guys along on the whole process. Now, I'm gonna forewarn you, his room is so sad and so embarrassing, and that is why we are fixing it. We have probably like 30 paint samples all on the walls. Like, I just could not decide what I was gonna do, and I still obviously don't know. Okay, and then I ended up just getting a light gray one, which I really love. The only thing I'm worried about is that the stripes are a little too thin. And then I ended up getting a blue one, which I love. I ended up going with these, ooh, this one's kind of pretty. These like lime wash looking wallpapers because I was originally going to lime wash his walls, but I don't know, I feel like I need something more fun. Like, honestly, these two together, like if I did the walls for the stripes and then this for the walls or the ceiling, I think that could be so beautiful. Or even if this was on the ceiling and this was on the walls, oh my gosh, there's just so many options. Like, I could even do the same with this one as well. And then I ended up getting just some gingham because I feel like that is just so cute as well. Again, with the lime wash somewhere, I feel like if you pair both of these together, could be super, super cute. Even the gray gingham. And then I ended up getting a thicker stripe, which I absolutely love. I'm telling you guys, I am literally all over the place with this room. Like, I don't even know the direction that I want to go in, which I feel like is why we haven't started. And then I thought this green was so beautiful. And then the one that I thought I was going to do, and you guys tell me if you think this is going to be too much, I thought to do these big stripes. So I ended up getting a burgundy one and a green one. Only because I've never really seen anything like these, and I feel like that could be kind of cool with a wooden ceiling, kind of like the same color as our beams, but I don't know if I would get over that. But now that I'm looking at it, this one's cool, huh, Bubba? You love that? You think the green one's cooler? You like that one? We'll put them on your room and see which one looks best, okay? Yeah? And then this one, which I automatically think that this one is definitely out. I think that this is so cute, but it kind of looks a little pink. And that's just not the vibe for a little boy's room. So now let's go upstairs and take a peek. And again, I want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And it's so cool to see where you guys are from. I mean, we had someone from Australia, we had somebody from Ireland, we had somebody from New Zealand. I think that is just so cool how far this video actually reaches. So I really do want to say I appreciate you guys so much for all the love. And as soon as we get his ashes back, I wanted to kind of show you guys ways that we are going to memorialize him. I'm going to be getting this ring made, which is actually really cool. I'll be sure to share the company's information once I get it, but they take the ashes and make like a little hollow like thing inside the band, and they fill it with ashes. And only because his separation anxiety was so high, I felt like he needed to be with me at all times, because I just know right now he is losing his mind because he is not with us. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to show these to you guys. I'm sorry, I'm still like all over the place. And then, oh, Bubba, do we like this?
Okay, let me see on the side.
No, that's it. This is it. So I picked two of these because I love that they're peel and stick. I have such a hard time and get over things so quickly. So I love that they were peel and stick because I feel like if I get over it, then I can just take it off. But now let's go upstairs, and I would love to put them on the walls and you guys can tell me what you think. I had to test it to see what it would look like in this space. Do we love it or no? Do you love it, Bub?
Yes. Yeah, the whole house is white. I I want all of the colors. And we need those wallpaper right there.
Yeah?
Oh.
Uh-oh. We need more tape, huh, bud?
Okay.
More tape?
Take that one off.
I'll just tape it like this.
Yeah. Whoa. Mommy, when did it go off?
I know, let me close this window.
Honestly, still putting the wallpaper up in the room, I'm still having the hardest decision. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and not do neutrals, so it's really hard for me to narrow something down because I get over things so quickly. But we have been working on this room for like a year and a half, and we have literally gotten nowhere. But for the record, I do not deny my kids' color. Honestly, I used to dress them in the cutest Zara clothes, but now that they all have their own personalities, I let them express it, and that is why Zion is seen in a tie-dye number block t-shirt almost 90% of the time.
Good job. High five. The blue one?
Okay, but this one right in the middle.
Yeah, we can put that one in the middle. Here, let's move this one out of the way. Out of all these so far.
All of them.
All of them?
But when it still comes to their room, I still want them to express themselves, but I still want it to blend seamlessly with the rest of the house.
You're doing hard work? Out of all of these, which one's your favorite? Yeah, but if you could only pick one.
This one.
Okay, but if you could only pick one out of all of them, which one is your favorite? That's Mommy's too! Okay, don't mind the way that I planned them out. I tried to cover up the paint swatches to make it a little bit easier to see. I don't know. I need you guys to give me your advice. I really kind of like the thicker stripes. I like the thinner stripes. I thought I was really gonna love the plaid. I don't know if I love that one as much. I need your guys' opinion, so please leave it in the comments. I actually forgot this one that was downstairs in the kitchen, so let's hang the final one and then I want you guys to vote.
With the seasons changing, we are officially closing pool for the season, and although I am so sad to see summer go because I love the days spent out here, I am ready to embrace fall and winter, so I needed to get this umbrella out before it got too cold.
Yeah.
Want to jump in the pool.
Hey, go ahead and get in. So cool. It's so cold. Okay, we'll get it.
I clearly thought that this was going to be a lot easier, and I should have probably wore some shorts. The ledge loungers were honestly the best purchase for this pool. I can sit here all day long in the summertime and watch the kids play. It is so relaxing. I love it so much. Honestly, you're supposed to remove these in the winter time as well, but we just keep them in because they're full of water and far too heavy. So we just put them all the way in the front and we just call it a day.
Too cold.
Too cold.
With the season changing, our hydrangeas did not get the memo, and these are in full bloom. I was so shocked because I can't really see this from the house, and I haven't been visiting the pool very often because it's been so cold. So I decided to clip them off so I can bring them inside to enjoy, because these, I believe, are going to be the last blooms of the season.
Okay, Mommy, I'm getting a hydrangea.
Also, I cannot get over Zion's little 3-year-old voice. It's something that I never ever want to forget. These are actually the endless summer hydrangeas. Maybe that's why I am still getting blooms, but they are supposed to be blue, and I know I need to add more acidity to my soil, but no matter how much I added last year, They did not take, and they are now pink. So we are going to try again earlier in the season next year to see if we can get them blue. But if not, honestly, I'm actually really liking the pink. They are just something so different than white. I thought I just wanted white hydrangeas everywhere, but Chris said we needed to add some color, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. I feel like they are pretty cute, and I actually really, really love them. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Again, I want to thank you so much for the love on my last video, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.